Understanding local property markets at the postcode level is crucial, whether you're planning to invest or move into a new area. That is why we've put together these insights on specific postcodes in Nottingham for lettings to help you gain a deeper understanding of the local market.
Absolutely, Phil, thanks. Nottingham offers fantastic opportunities for both landlords seeking to invest in the area and renters looking for a vibrant place to live in well-maintained rental properties.
So stay tuned for local lettings insights brought to you by Adam Kingswood from Kingswood Residential. They are a Property Mark accredited agent and your go-to source for updates on renting in Nottingham.
Hello Nottingham from all of us at Kingswood Residential. If you're keeping an eye on our rental market, especially in areas like NG1 to NG7, there's a lot to unpack. The market's calmed a little after the rapid rises that we've seen in both rents and property values over the past few years, and that's not a bad thing. It's stabilising, which means tenants and landlords alike can take a breath. So what's the latest? Well, over the last 12-month period, the average rent achieved in Nottingham has been £908 per calendar month. That's a pretty modest increase of around 3.3% compared to the last year. Nothing too dramatic, but a sign of healthy growth. Meanwhile, if you're looking at what landlords are currently asking for properties on the market, the average advertised rent is about £1,001. That actually is down by 6.4% from this time last year, which might come as a surprise, but it's part of the wider story of the market finding its balance again. That said, there are opportunities that would present higher returns. Digging a bit deeper into the postcode data, you can see how rents have shifted across NG1 through to NG7. So back in April 2024, the average was sitting around £921 a month. By Christmas, that had dipped slightly to £911 before nudging back up to about £914 by March. So while there have been some gentle ups and downs, there's a clear sign of consistency returning, and that's a good thing for long-term planning. Nottingham's still ahead of the game when it comes to rents across the East Midlands too, sitting around 5% above the regional average. Now that reflects not only how desirable the city is, but also the shortage and quality of rental property available. With its mix of universities and growing professional scene, it's no surprise that flats made up to 62% of all lets over the past 12 months. These typically let for £879 a month, while houses, whether terraced, semi-detached or detached, averaged around £991. We experience a greater demand and shortage for houses which let promptly and for strong rents when they are advertised. 2025 is shaping up to be a more settled year. We're expecting the market to stay relatively balanced with smaller rent increases. After a few rollercoaster years of abnormally high rents growth, some stability is more sustainable for the market. But there are still some challenges on the horizon, especially for self-managing landlords. One of the biggest upcoming changes is the introduction of the Renters' Rights Bill, which could come into force in just a few months. It's set to reshape how rental homes are let and managed. And when you combine that with the government's new energy efficiency targets for the private rental sector, there's a lot for landlords to get their heads around. Stamp duty land tax rates increased from the 1st of April, so landlords who may have missed this, the surcharge for the purchase of additional properties is now 5%, above the standard stamp duty rate. For some, it might feel a bit overwhelming, but you don't have to go alone. Letting specialists like us stay up to date on all of the legal ins and outs, and we're here to help both landlords and renters navigate what's ahead. When it comes to local development, long-awaited news has recently been unveiled regarding Nottingham City Centre's Broadmarsh site, having now been purchased by Homes England, who plan to develop the site into 1,000 homes and 20,000 square metres of retail and office space. Great news for this very important site in the centre of our city, with its positivity extending to other properties nearby too. All of this adds up to a city that's not just growing, but growing the right way. It's becoming an even more appealing place to live, rent or invest. And if you're thinking about renting in Nottingham, or you're a landlord navigating the market, we are here to help. At Kingswood Residential, we've got the local know-how and our lettings expertise as a Property Mark accredited agency to guide you through it all. Thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions, then don't hesitate to get in touch.
You'll find Kingswood Residential at 1 East Circus Street, Nottingham, NG1 5AF, and from that office, they let properties all over Nottingham. You can get hold of them by emailing enquiries at kingswoodrim.co.uk. Call them on 0115 704 3163 or check out their website, kingswoodrim.co.uk.